I try. Silverbolt said, "Morning, Roscoe."
Oh, I gotta pause my
Adrian said, "Remember to hit the like. Hawks
I'm
good till
still
we see
listening
more." That's
to I'm
absolutely
reviewing
true.
one of my videos. All right, let's see if anybody gets a notification. Let's see. Take this off. Listen. Oh, we got a notification. Hey, hold on, hold on. I gotta take the corporate branded off. Gotta take it out. Gotta take it out. You ain't nothing now. Now you like you saw. Now you like you saw. Oh, all right. There is a certain YouTuber currently, and I can't even currently remember his name, saying Hillary is gonna run. I've heard the same thing. Look, one of her spokespeople have said that the door has been open and that she is going to run. ELE. Yeah. ELE, I love that. I love you. I have heard from a certain YouTuber, and what's his name? He used to be a liberal. He's got a bald head. God damn, what's it? I'm so bad with names. I'm good with faces. I'm good with people. But if Hillary Clinton is running in 2020, then she's finna get run down in 2020. Ain't no way or if or ands about it. Now, they just came out with an article on the 28th of April now claiming that Russia went into Florida's voter system and actually changed votes. All right. This is obviously completely false. As the NSA chief had said, no votes were changed, just like we've always known. But the problem and the scary thing is that these people can continue to contrive up this bullshit, this absolute bullshit, lies towards the American people. How can you say this? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. So they've done 2 years, $30 million investigation into a fraudulent criminal investigation that has caught nothing. 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 Do you know? Do you know that this investigation upon Russia has caught more than they actually? And Mueller was in place a week before 9/11. Think about that. Think about that. Mueller was put in place a week before 9/11. 9/11 happened, right? Do you know how much the 9/11 investigation cost? Not $30 million. Not $30 million in 2 years. They didn't give a shit about our country or the thousands of people's lost. They didn't give a shit about that. No. They care about the president and Russian collusion. So now what's Hillary saying? Hillary's saying that Florida was actually swayed. Now, so she's going against all the NSA actually came out and said no, Florida's votes weren't swayed. There were a couple of Facebook posts by Russians or by Russia, and you know who's that fat slob, that liberal fat slob? God damn. You know the funny thing is I used to watch him. He did Fahrenheit 9/11. He's a fat liberal from Canada. God, I can't remember his name. Does anybody know his name? Fuck. Yeah. So he. Ah, Lord. Michael Moore. Yes, Mr. James, Michael Moore. So Michael Moore, I used to love him growing up. And do you see, this is how they get the kids. They get the kids with all this anti-government bullshit. They get you sucked in because when I was younger, I watched all his documentaries. I loved him. Columbine. I grew up with Columbine. Look, in 2 months, I'm finna be 30 years old. All right. I know I look young. I know I mean, you can't really tell right now because I got the beard. You know, the beard's my. Yeah. I'm gonna be 30 in 2 months now. I feel like I just paid taxes I feel like I just paid taxes. I feel like I just turned 29. I feel like I just turned 21, to be honest with you. Once you turn 21, it's off. It's off. It's off. It's completely off. So if anybody's young who's watching this, and I've seen that my younger viewership has actually gone up, I love it. I love it. That they do not want the younger viewership. They don't want the younger viewership. And the female viewership has been ridiculous. I've looked at my statistics. The female viewership has gone up by at least 20% within the last like 2 months. And it's crazy. And it's from people like ELE who actually like shout out my channel. People are too pussy to shout my channel out for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm too blunt, and some people are like, oh, you know, you don't shout Corey's channel out. I'm not sure why. So Hillary Clinton thinks she's going to run again. She hasn't declared it yet currently, but the people who work for her have actually said that the door is open. Thank you for that like. 4 people are here. Well, 3 people are here now, and only 1 person is liked. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So the door is open for her to actually run again, right? Oh, look at that. You guys are... I love y'all. Ew! What is that? Thank God I looked at that. All right, so now the problem is Hillary, and I'd have to look this up, did an interview on the 28th of April saying the Russians actually changed electoral votes, right, in Florida. Now, we all know Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Seth Rich. We all know who Seth Rich is, right? Bam! Donna Brazil. I was not happy, Fox. But you know what I think about Fox? Well, I mean, I know they're all rounded up by the same exact people. Disney owns I don't know if they own Viacom. I'm just saying Viacom, Disney. It's like 5 companies who own all of them, right? Fox is the only one that's actually spreading some sort of truth. And it's not full truth. It's probably like 80% truth. But at least there is some truth. So they hired Donna Brazil, the one who sold over all the information to Hillary Clinton in the debate questions in the CNN town hall. This year, CNN declined to even have any Republicans on the forum. There is no Republican town hall whatsoever. CNN doesn't want a Republican town hall. They want a Democratic town hall. The other night, they had Bernie Sanders, and I was surprised by these screened questions that come through CNN, because you know everything is screened, right? There was a college student who said, "Aren't you a communist? Aren't you a communist?" He said, "No, I've never been communist." No, you actually had your honeymoon in Soviet Russia, and you were dancing with them, dancing around, singing with them, all the Soviets. So yeah, you're a communist. Bernie, we all know it. Socialism. And he tried to divert more towards the European style socialism. Sorry, there is no European socialist states. There is no European socialist nations. Everybody who always diverts to these Nordic countries as socialism isn't correct, because they're not socialist. The private means of production produced by the state isn't there. The means of production by the state isn't there. They still have private businesses. They have high social taxes, high social systems, where everybody in their country actually pays into those social credit systems, or not credit, I'm thinking about China, into their social systems. They have a lot of resources, very rich resource countries, like Denmark and Sweden, and very low population, all right? Not like 500 million now, and I'm bloating. I'm bloating everything. Thank you for the 5 likes. You guys are freaking amazing. I love you guys. I'm bloating because we don't even know how many people we have here in America right now. 330 million is like a kind of like sick. Whoever just liked that, I love you. I love you. So we probably have 400 million people here. Look, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland. Iceland has like what, 300,000 people? Places like that. These places have natural resources, right? So when anybody, if you're ever in a debate and someone says Denmark or Sweden, you say, yeah, they're actually really good, really good capitalist countries. And they say, no, they're not, they're socialist. You say, no, they're actually not, because the government doesn't own any means of production. People can still have private businesses. You simply tell them they have a high social tax. They have a high social program, which everybody has to pay into. And they have to pay into it. They have high resources, and they have a low population. They don't have 340 million people. They don't. All right? Socialism doesn't work on a broad scale. It doesn't work on open borders. Socialism does not work when you have open borders and you can let everybody through claiming asylum. I fought with someone below talking about asylum. Not below here in my comment section. Someone, and they got no likes, by the way. This was on another channel. Oh, asylum says they can come whenever they want. No, asylum is when your government is coming after you politically. Now, first of all, if you're from Guatemala or if you're from Central America and you want to claim asylum, legally you have to claim asylum at the first country you enter. That's it. First country you enter. That's it. So you can't come from Venezuela and then try to come get asylum here in America. That's just not how it works. Let me sit over here in this chair right here. This is like my wisdom chair. You see this? Oh, this is comfy because I'm walking around too much. All right. So this person last night, they tried to say they get asylum. Everybody gets asylum. I said, I don't think you understand what asylum means. They think that everybody can just come across the border and just claim asylum. There's people that wait 6 years. Sometimes families are waiting 7 years. They work hard. They bust their ass off. They show the proof. They show the U.S. government the proof from the Mexican side saying, look, I've built my family up. Here are my pay stubs. They're sending their pay stubs in. They're showing America that we can do good. And all the left wants to do is just invite these people in. Fuck the system. That's what they're trying to do. It's unfortunate. And this commenter said they have the right to asylum. They don't have the right to asylum, especially if they're from Central America and they're not from Mexico, because Central America in the UN Geneva Convention says you have the right to asylum throughout the next country you meet. So if you leave your country and then you meet the next country, that is the next place that you can claim asylum. You can't skip through countries, get brought through by whatever they call them. Those what are they even? I don't even know what they call them. Pigs. And what she also said was, she said, "Oh no, you're wrong. You're wrong." I said, "No, what? People have been waiting 6 years to get into the United States. They've given the proof to the United States that they are a net benefit. These people need to be screened, all right? It's not just people from Mexico. It's not just people from Central America. There's prayer mats being found. There are rape trees on the Mexican border. People who own land. There's a guy who I watch who went and visited this guy's land. He's got a pet cemetery. 15 of his dogs have been killed within the last 4 years. He is directly on the border. Look at this fence right here. Pretend that I'm on the border right now. This is where he lives, on the border. He's a 75-year-old man. A 75-year-old man has to continuously get another pet to protect him. And the only reason he keeps his dog outside is because he's 75. He's got no kids. He's got no family. He's got nothing. The only reason he feels safe is because of that dog. You know how hard that is to bury that dog every time? Why? They could go 50 feet this way. They could go 50 feet that way. But as soon as that dog barks, when they're crossing through his land, and they always do, they butcher him. They machete the dog. They stab the dog. They shoot the dog. They club the dog. And he wakes up. Sometimes the dog is on the front porch. They actually retreat up to the front porch when the dog is on the front porch. No bueno, right? So Hillary Clinton is now actually saying that Russia did something to the Florida votes. She did something to the Florida votes. Or no, not she. Russia actually hacked into the Florida votes. Now, if you remember Seth Rich? Yeah, we all remember Seth Rich. Dianne Feinstein. That horrible travesty of a person. Little Monster Pants, hey, what's up? I haven't been looking, I'm sorry. So now, even though the Mueller report came back and they say that there has been no Russian collusion, for some reason there's an article put out today about Hillary Clinton saying that Russia has actually invaded the Florida elections and taken away votes. When everything they say is clown world. It's all the complete opposite. So they are the actual ones that took away. Now you look at what was that woman's name in Florida who got caught stuffing ballots? I completely forget her name because she's so irrelevant. She's in with Donna Brazil. What's her name? God damn it. It was a black lady in Broward County. If anybody knows, please tell me. Because Broward County has always been the worst. Always been the worst. So for Hillary to come out in an article and say Russia again, like they're just stirring up this ridiculous bullshit. Everybody knows it's not true. Everybody knows it's bullshit. Everybody knows it. I don't know. I just had to talk. To you. Crap. Gotta run. Bye. Not trying to get off subject, but dang. When you're